In the middle of the night, two people were abducted from their rooms. Rebecca sits blissfully unaware in her armchair, staring at the door, expecting the same thing to happen to her. But everything seems to be fine. So, Morgan and Kunk are being interrogated by the Thane Inquisition, which no one expected to happen, actually. It truly was unexpected.
Yeah. So you fell asleep in your rooms. You woke up, or you came to, in a sitting in a cauldron in a stone room. You don't see the other one, so individual stone rooms, separate stone rooms, however you want to say it. Um, with a red wizard right in your face. Um,
Asking where your power armor
d-
is.
yeah, asking. No, it's actually Squidward asking, "Why are you out of uniform?"
Why are you out of uniform?
Um, so because Dylan's role succeeded after spending 3 key points, uh, I'm gonna pop you over to secrets, or if you can move to secrets. I don't know how it works with you having 2 apps open.
Yeah, I could move over. I just have to stop watching the thingamajiggy real quick.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's alright.
Well, you two are fucked, and there's nothing I can do to help.
Evil.
I mean, I have no reason to think that you guys need help, so like, there's no reason for me to go check on you. Just, just gonna sit here until morning, or until something presents itself otherwise. I wonder if they charmed person or dominated you. Because if they dominated you, they just make you tell everything. If you charmed person, they just have advantage on asking you to tell the truth. If they're trying to learn stuff from you. I don't know what the fuck their plan is.
Would both of those require a wisdom saving throw to avoid?
Yes.
Okay.
Dominate, I believe, would take multiple because you get to make it at the end of each of your turns. So I think that's unlikely.
Okay, they're both back.
Thanks for letting me know because I don't get pings.
Return.
Yeah, Beck was just talking shit about both of us.
Yeah.
So Morin had to warn him that we were back.
Yep.
All right, Moorhead. You look around and realize that it's not just this one red wizard in front of you. There are roughly a dozen of them around the edges of this room, watching passively and taking notes, while 3 of them surround you, and you now realize that the cauldron has writhing chains and tentacles in it.
Mm.
Oh
It's like
god.
My lord.
If I could mirror the token, I would.
I think we can. Let me
What if you resize it
flip.
in a
What is
negative
that? Flip
direction?
vertical. Oh no, that's the wrong flip. Flip horizontal.
Amazing. Okay.
Ghost fish
And
has put me
cha-
through worse.
yeah, the chains do come down from the ceiling with manacles and clamp onto your wrists.
Okay.
Um, which point the Thayan, the red wizard that you initially saw, um, will look at you with a bored look on his face.
Okay.
Uh, what is your name?
Am I being forced through like magic to say it?
No.
Okay. My name's Kunk.
His real name's not Kunk.
Yeah. So I'll tell you now, Amorhin. Um, all these questions you are asked, you're not forced to tell the truth, but you have to make a roll on every answer.
Oh,
Uh, you
okay.
roll persuasion if you're telling the truth, deception if you're lying, even if it's
Okay.
just a partial lie.
Okay, that is on
So,
normal, so there you go.
That's perception.
that'd be.
Whoops.
I mean, it's
You
still a
see
9.
lots of Thayan Inquisition
Yeah.
already.
The words are similar enough and the
But,
text is
I mean,
kind of small for me.
yeah, I've done that many times, to be honest. And the ones around the edge of the room will write it down. Your family's still alive.
That's a good question. Let me think about that for a second.
Yeah.
Is that an in character thought or an out of character thought?
Out
I
of
think
character
that's an
thought.
Amorhan thought.
It could be both.
Well, yeah, that is true. It could be both.
It's like, I don't know. Let me
Okay, the last
think.
ghost.
Could say it has been a while since I went back home, so I really wouldn't know.
Okay. Would that be the answer you tell them as well?
Yeah,
Okay.
of course. Of course, I roll low for that.
Actually. Um uh, t- excruciating pain goes through your lower body as the cauldron immediately starts boiling.
Fun. Do I take any hit points?
Um no.
Okay.
Well, actually, yes.
Such a shame these 10 hit points are going to go to waste.
No, you get them
You
back
take
at the end of this long rest if you survive.
you take you take 20 points of fire damage.
Ooh, okay. So that's all of those. And then 'cause I suck at math. Okay.
Why have you come to Thay?
I was following them. There's the button. Better than the last one.
What is the DC? Okay. The boiling lets up.
Of course.
So no more damage this time.
I misheard you.
Yeah, like it lets up, like it stops.
I heard lights up instead of
Oh,
lets up.
It could have gone
gotcha.
either way for me, but I thought it was Let's Up.
With whom do your true loyalties lie?
I'm gonna answer how I was gonna answer if the lady at Waterdeep asked me that.
The fish.
No. My crew. Of course.
Oh,
A 3.
it starts boiling again.
Another 20.
No, I gotta roll it real quick. Ugh. 22.
Okay.
I'm guessing both of those were high rolls.
Let me see what average is. Both were above average, yes. Um, it's very funny that it's Kunk, the newest member of the group,
I don't know
that ended up
anything.
here. What do you know of the Dragon Cult's plot?
I don't think I would know anything.
So I'd say like Beck and Dylan can metagame here if they want to if they want to tell you stuff
Yeah,
that they
because
would have
we
informed you
did
about.
tell you in character.
Oh yeah.
They're basically trying to end the world by sacrificing a bunch of dragonkin and something with the dragon masks to bring Tiamat, the Undying Queen, to the material plane out of her prison in Avernus.
Okay. I'll just shorten that to bring Tiamat back.
Okay.
Tinomot.
Kinomat.
Kinomat.
Um.
Camelot.
Okay. This if you take 12 points of fire damage as it boils up again.
Well, that's better than 20.
I'll let you know above board. If your deception modifier is better, you might want to lie.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that. Because this is getting ridiculous with these rolls.
You're literally being boiled alive with calamari tentacles that are writhing around you.
I really am being boiled in oil.
Who is the leader of the dragon cult?
Would I know that?
I don't even think we
Uh,
officially know that.
we don't know.
Yeah.
You could probably say your mother as a lie, so you do that better.
I mean, you could also try just to not answer if you want to go that route, but that is technically a third option.
I plead the Fifth Amendment.
I believe the Fifth Amendment.
Well, yeah, you got to say that you plead it now, because they'll take your silence without you saying anything as admission of guilt.
So true. So true.
So that is um
Of course, I didn't act. Kunk didn't actually say that. He was just silent.
okay, so you just stayed silent.
Yeah.
So that wouldn't be a deception roll. That's just refusing to answer.
Okay.
Um, which it would flare up on refusing to answer.
Of course.
That's why I said tell him it's his mother.
You
Um,
not lol your mom.
L plus
that's
ratio
really
plus
Logan.
your mother.
You take 7 fire damage.
Well, at least that's still better than 20.
What is your opinion of the Lich Lord Zaztam? Which you would know that, like, that's maybe the best way to say it. The undead ruler of Thay,
Okay.
who like tries to make it has an army of the undead and tries to terrorize the rest of the continent.
I think they're just fine.
Okay.
I think they're just fine.
He's doing a-okay.
Yes, it is. What do you know of the red wizard known as Rathmodar?
I want to say a lot to use the deception, but that I feel like I'd be asked more about it and I would not know anything. So I'd have to think of more lies. Wrath Modar.
That he's a member of my crew on my ship.
He's the pirate captain of
That
the
I
Screaming.
executed
I
for not
executed
being
him in the
undead
mutiny.
enough.
About as much as any other person.
I mean, so that would be. I think that would be the truth.
No. Well then I'll try it. It'll probably roll low. Oh,
Give me 1 second.
critical truth.
Critical truth.
Okay.
I think I got the hang of
Yeah.
what you want me to roll for what now.
The simmering dies down once again. And finally. How much do you really trust your traveling companions?
Now Kunk has to think about this for a minute. And I also have to think about it for a minute.
Do I really trust these guys?
Yeah, that's the thing.
They're both insane. They ran on the ancient red dragon with no for no reason.
And one of them was just going after it with his fist.
Have you ever seen a man punch a dragon? It doesn't do much.
I'm not sure the monk fought a dragon with his fists. Of course. What is with my rolls tonight? What's the damage?
There is okay, wait. There is no damage.
Okay.
As you watch as the whole scene in front of you begins to fade to mist. And you realize this has been a dream. You're actually at full health and whatever your temp HP is.
Okay.
However, now a very real pain goes through your head.
Do you want me to roll for something
As
for that?
there is no roll. You take 9 points of psychic damage,
Okay.
and you wake up in your bed screaming and drenched in sweat. Rebecca, you definitely hear this
I would
across the
scream, but
hallway.
I'd bother multiple people in this building, so I won't.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, so you're not screaming?
Not in real life.
No, Kunk is screaming.
Okay, yeah.
That is non-negotiable, according to this.
How far into my rest am I?
So we'll say that is what is Century's Rest? Is it 4 or 6?
It's not Sentry's Rest, but I do sleep in. I can finish the long rest in 4 hours,
Okay.
as long as I remain inactive.
Realistically, I can't say it's been that long. It would be like 2 hours in. So you'd have to restart your rest if you go to check
I'd
on your
have
friend
enough
that's
time
screaming.
to do it again. So yeah. Oh shit! I burst out the door, run over to Kunk's room, open his door. Don't have to unlock it
Okay.
because there's no locks.
There is no locks, that's true. Looking the sheets on his bed are stained red with blood.
I'll activate Cyrus just so I can see better and kind of look around the room, see if there's any
Yeah.
attackers in here.
Yeah, and Kunk, it's when you notice the sheets, you and start inspecting yourself. You can't find any wounds.
Okay.
Yeah, make a perception check, Rebecca. You're the only two in here. I mean, Morgan's not here, but Morgan was in the third room.
Um, did the blood come from his nose?
There's no blood stains on him.
Okay.
His sheet is now bloodstained.
Everything all right here?
He is covered in sweat.
What did you say, Beck?
Everything all right, Kunk?
I think I was tortured in a dream.
I've experienced the dream spell once before, and having dream dust myself. Oh, I see. So they wanted to ask you questions or torment you in some way, and they did it through dream. Okay. I mean, that's not
Yeah.
technically harming you. But where did all this blood come from?
I don't know. But they seemed to make it worse, even when I was telling the truth.
Well, not necessarily because you were telling the truth. It's more they didn't believe you.
Not sure why.
I don't know. Torture is a horribly inefficient method to learning things, but people still use it because they enjoy it.
Shut up.
mean shut up?
Yeah.
What do you what?
What? Nothing.
I am if I look around the if I look at the ceiling, does it seem like blood's dripping from the ceiling?
What's the range on a single activation of Cyrus?
It's 15 by 15, but I can increase it over multiple seconds to be 30 by 30.
Yeah, 15's already enough. Um, no, there's no blood up there currently.
Did the bed bleed?
I'll cast Detect Magic just to see what's in here.
So the obvious source is on you and your friend, and the torches. Um, Other than that, you see no sources of magic.
Hmm.
You detect some other sources of magic, but you do not see any.
Were those other sources of magic there when I did my initial sweep?
Do you know the number of additional sources? There were other sources you couldn't find that you thought were on the floor above or below.
Okay. Where's Detect Magic?
Yeah, I don't think you know how many sources,
Okay.
so it's hard to say. But
Uh,
then you also would know that there are other um ever burning torches in the like hallway and like Morgan's room next door.
well,
So there would be
Morgan's across the
sources
hall.
like that.
Kunk was the single room.
Oh, that's right. Yes, you'd be out of range of Morgan's room.
Uh, well, if you want, I can clean up you and your bed sheets with prestidigitation, but I'm gonna go check on Morgan real quick.
All right.
Okay. Rebecca, you go into Morgan's room and let's see here. He looks like he's dreaming or like he's sleeping. Doesn't seem under distress or anything.
Do a pulse of Detect Magic, see if I see anything that stands out.
Read this real quick.
Would it still be active on him? If they did use Stream.
He does have an aura around him.
Of what kind? Illusion?
Illusion.
Okay. I'll go up to him and like try and wake him up.
Uh, yeah, yeah. I think he wakes up. Yeah. So Morgan, you awaken to your shoulders being shaken.
Okay.
Would Morgan immediately be on the defensive in a place like this? He muted. But yeah, he awakens. Uh,
Morgan. Morgan.
Yes, real hard to wake up Morgan.
How did you find that fucking gif, Morgan? What the fuck?
What is that even
How does
from?
he have such a big nose?
None of you know the music video for Land of Confusion by Genesis?
No.
No.
Sorry,
That's
I
a
was talking to my
puppet.
mom.
That's a puppet Ronald
Oh.
Reagan waking up in sweat.
Okay.
Wait, what did you?
Would Morgan be on the defensive if he finds himself being shaken awoke in a place like this?
Yeah, he would just kind of like shoot up and be like, what the fuck?
Hey, just checking on you. Just because there was illusion magic on you. I'm guessing it was Dream, the spell. Kunk had the negative effect of Dream applied on him. They seem to be asking him questions. What happened with you?
I don't know. I
The
just
spell is
remember
still
seeing
on
a.
him.
Oh, it's still on me.
Yeah, the aura would still be around Morgan.
Okay, and you're still glowing with illusion.
Yeah, he would just say, I don't know. I remember seeing a cauldron or something, and then yeah, that was it.
I look at myself. Do I have illusion on me?
Yeah, you would.
Oh shit, I haven't noticed that. Well, you know what? I'm gonna give them a piece of my mind. I'll.
I hadn't thought about that, but yeah, you would.
I just didn't notice. uh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back to Kunk's room, quickly prestidigitate him and his bed clean.
Okay. You prestidigitate his. You dry him off of the sweat. The stains remain in the bed or in the sheet.
Well, shit. I can't do anything about that. Sorry.
I mean, it's not wet. Like you've cleaned up the physical blood that is there. So for some reason, it didn't get rid of the stains.
Usually it gets rid of stains like this. That's weird.
Yeah, normally it would. Yeah.
Hmm.
Which means it's abnormal.
It's blood from
Yeah.
Abby. Abby normal.
Also, can we talk about how ripped Kunk is in this picture?
He looks more malnourished than ripped.
I mean, that's malnourished, but look up here.
Oh yeah, he definitely has been using
There's
his
some muscle
arms
there.
every day. Probably because he's being held up like that. But I'm gonna go back to my room, and I am actually gonna go to sleep.
Well, Kunk stays up for the rest of the night.
Yeah. Yeah, so Kunk is not going to benefit from a long rest, even if he went back to sleep, because that's how the thing works. Um, what's Morgan doing? Would Morgan be going back to sleep after Rebecca told him this, or
Um, well, nothing happened to him, and it seems like everybody's fine for the most part. So
You did hear
yeah,
Rebecca say she's gonna give them a piece of her mind.
yeah, but he's gonna go back to sleep.
okay? Um, so Rebecca, you find yourself, same thing with the single red wizard. You're standing in a empty cauldron. Um,
Look,
give me give me a wisdom save.
5, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So now let me find a Rebecca real quick. Kick Kunk out of there.
Oh, good. I wanted to
Uh,
talk to you.
let me see if it. will be asking the questions.
I don't
What is
think
your
you will.
name?
My name is Kiss My Ass.
Okay, make a deception check, please.
Ooh, nice.
That's obviously a lie, but how is he telling the truth?
If they know it's a lie, they're like, would it be? Yeah, that is apparently they now think that is your true name.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
So if
Is
they
your
try to summon
family
me through
still
gate, it
alive?
will never work.
Do you have to say the true name for
Yes,
gate?
it does need their true name.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, unless they learn otherwise at a later point. But with their current knowledge, yes, they cannot gate you specifically.
I'm safe from gate.
Is your family still alive?
Nope. Though I do think my cousin is actually Zaztam.
Yeah, so even before you said the Zaztam part, I was going to tell you had to roll deception. Because Rebecca would definitely count Laura as family.
Yep.
Why have you come to Thay?
You know, heard it's nice this time of year.
Okay. Yep. Yep. Technically, you actually have advantage on all of these.
Why do I have advantage?
I can't say.
Okay, so that would be for the Zaztan's my
The
cousin,
second one.
and it's nice
Yep.
this time of year.
Yep. Okay. With whom do your true loyalties lie?
Oh, obviously with my cousin Zaztam. Like, he's just the best. Like, we have, like, great family picnics, you know, just undead bros and sis.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I really should have lied more, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
It's more fun.
I suppose that's the fourth question. What do you know of the dragon cult's plot?
I mean, not everything, obviously, but, you know, probably the entire renovation of Thay into being a nice condominium complex. Man, these are low rolls.
Um. Uh. Yeah. The dream around you begins to fade to mist, Rebecca.
Just so you know, I'm considering this a violation of the warrant.
And you sleep fitfully for the rest of the night.
Do I get the benefits of a long rest?
You
Or
you get the benefits of a long rest. Morgan, since he succeeded, gets the benefits of a long rest. Tunk does not get the benefits of a long rest. Um, so do not hit the long rest button, and also
I took
give me
9
a
from my
constant.
temp HP. Oh, you want a con save? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. You do not get a level of exhaustion.
Okay.
The first one's easy. The first day of not sleeping's easy.
what is it, like times 5 per day that you haven't slept?
It's DC 10, and I think it goes up by 5 each day. So it's 5 times plus 1, or 5 number of days plus 1 times 5. Yeah, the DC 10 isn't too bad, but it gets bad pretty quick if you're kept awake. So yeah, you would all awaken to knocks on your doors.
All right, I'd open the door.
I would too.
Yeah. You would see Naomich out in the hallway. Breakfast is ready. And then the fuck, fuck, fuck. And then the the
Tharshinas?
Tharchianess will give the final decision of Thay in the audience chamber.
All right. How did you sleep last night? Shit, what's the title? Raukir. Hope it was well. If you do sleep, that is. If you don't sleep, hopefully your rest was well.
Yeah, so what? There would be no, yeah, because they're proud of being if they're undead, so they wouldn't lie about it. So yeah, I do not sleep.
So I trust your rest was fine.
But the
I'm
night
basically trying
was
to provoke a response to see if she knows about what happened to us last night.
my night went well.
I just want insight. No, okay, I know nothing.
Night went well.
I'm just skeptical. Okay.
I will say, none of the red wizards in the room jumped out to you as looking like Niomich.
I do know that you can make yourself appear as anything in a dream. So
Sure, sure. But I mean, there isn't much else to go on other than you did not see her.
yeah,
Her not being there is not evidence that she was there either.
yeah.
So I don't know. But yeah, she'll lead you down for breakfast. If only this was on a transparent background, then we could have put her in the room.
If I still had my Adobe subscription from school, I could probably Photoshop it to be a PNG.
I mean, I could remove the background, but yeah,
It's work.
not doing that right now. Especially since she wasn't in the room. Yeah. Would Morgan have told the other people that who was cooking the food?
No.
no.
Okay. Yeah. So you have a very nice breakfast.
I'm not gonna eat. I'm just gonna drink some water. That's it.
That's fine for you. You do not have to.
I don't have to, but I deliberately ate the other times, so this time I'm
Right.
actively choosing not to.
Okay. The kid would come up and the human kid would come up and like offer to fill your glass with apple juice.
Oh yeah, I'll take the apple juice. That's fine, especially if it's from the kid.
Yeah.
And I will. Oh, it'll get him in trouble if he's caught with it. Probably being dead would be better. I'll sleight of hand him a piece of copper.
Like you say being dead would be better, but you're in Thay. He won't end up dead. He will end up undead. Is that still better?
He won't be sentient. Sentient. It'll be his
True.
corpse. His soul will be gone.
I think whites are sentient, but
It's not.
yeah,
It's
zombies
not the
and
original
skeletons aren't.
soul. No.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like only liches and death knights are. Maybe mummies. But yeah. You sleight of hand him some copper. He looks at you really nervously, and then goes about his business. But yeah, some eggs, lots of meats, uh, ham, bacon, sausage, and lots of fruits. Uh, for do the roll for to
Do the roar.
see if see if Morgan is still impressed. And once again, the man rolls above a 20.
Nice.
He roll what is it, 24? 24 is Chef Ramsay would have minor complaints.
Minor complaints. Gotcha.
25 is no complaints but no praise. 30 is he has praise. Or he has minor praise.
Okay.
Yeah, 30. It's nearly impossible to impress Chef Ramsay. But yeah, the rest of the breakfast passes uneventfully, and then you are led back to the audience chamber, where once again you would see uh, the Tharchias, and there would again be the undead guards around the room, as well as this time there would only be four. Well, there would only be three red wizards up next to her, and then Niomich will take her place, making it four. I trust you all enjoyed your stay with us these last few days.
Yes, we are grateful for your hospitality. Where's the title? So I say it right. Darren S.
Um, do
Oh, Tharchianus. I meant I would have said Tharchianus, not Darren S. Fuck.
yeah, Darren is correct, but is
Inaccurate.
more it's generic noble. Yeah, but yeah, well, Rebecca would have said Tharchian. Yes, I am pleased to inform you that uh, that you have been found worthy of the alliance. Niomich, or no, fuck, I did it that time. Rakir Niomich will teleport you back to your city and will attend the next council meeting as the ambassador of Thay.
Very well. Hopefully, this is a lucrative alliance.
So just so I understand before I continue, you're not like trying to shut down the alliance after the events of the previous night. Because
Well,
like
none of
this
them
would
look
be
like
the
the
time
same
to do it.
people, right?
I'm
Right.
not.
I mean, other than the fact that they were red wizards. And you do know that there is this renegade group of red wizards, which is the whole point of the alliance.
Yeah, it could have been them to try and throw us off. Um,
But also, I'm not gonna lie, that was a little suspicious. But Morgan, yeah, Morgan wouldn't know because he doesn't remember anything.
I mean, I assume Rebecca and Kunk would have like talked to y'all. Y'all would have talked about it in the morning before, like during breakfast or something.
yeah, whispered
Like
it.
tried to discreetly talk about it.
Yeah, could be the renegades trying to mess with us, or could be them not trusting us. I don't know. But I think this will benefit us more in the long run than it will do harm.
Okay. Then with Rebecca's acknowledgement of the alliance being made official, Niomich waves her hand, and a previously unseen teleportation circle beneath your feet flares up. And you find yourselves in a small wooden shack with the remnants of the glowing circle beneath your feet here on the dirt floor fading away.
Oh, I've never teleported this way before. That was interesting.
And it would just be the three of you.
Okay.
But where are we? I go look out the door.
Yeah. So you looking out the door, you realize it's not really a shack so much as um would be the best way to say this.
Shit.
No, it's like a build on to a farm. It's like a shed, but like a shed that's connected to a ruined farmhouse. Instead of being a separate
Attached
building, it is.
garage.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That'd probably be the best way. Um, you're not exactly sure. You've never been in this farmhouse, but as you look south, uh, does Rebecca have like cartographers or survival or anything like that?
No.
All right, just make me a straight wisdom check.
Not bad.
You would recognize the mountain to your south to be Mount Waterdeep. It is about a mile south of you.
That's annoying, but not terrible.
Should be a little. It's also a little. I feel like it should be a little reassuring that they didn't teleport you right into the city,
Yeah.
because
They
that would
could have,
imply
though.
some things.
Yeah, that they have access to the city.
And also because of this, 1 mile on this map is that far, which is not even far enough to see the arrow of the water.
The circle is bigger than a mile.
The circle's 100 miles.
No, I meant the circle for the city itself.
Oh yeah. I mean, Waterdeep is about a mile north to south. But yeah,
Well,
after it's a fairly short walk if you are heading back that way.
yeah, let's go tell the council. Oh, I would have taken the Cape of the Mountain back from Morgan after the battle. Because I do
Okay.
have that chip.
Morgan refuses to return it. It's his now.
Waterdeep is about 3 miles north to south.
Does Morgan notice me taking it off of him, Dylan, with that 29?
I mean, it's the Cape, so it's tied, so you have disadvantage.
Okay,
Haha!
22.
That's over my passive. It's
Is it
21.
21?
Yeah.
Yeah, Morgan, like about halfway through the walk back to the city, After about half a mile, you're like getting out of breath, and you go to use the cape to like wipe the sweat off your forehead. The cape's not there.
God damn it.
You think you might have left it back in Thay.
Rebecca, we got a
You
problem.
see, she's wearing it.
Oh, never mind.
What? Do you have a problem? What's the problem?
I
Do
I
we have
thought
a
we left
problem, Morgan?
the cape back in Bay, but it turns out you took it.
Yeah, because it's mine.
Of course, yeah.
All right. As you make it to the north gate, there would be a heavier watch presence than normal. But one of them would recognize you and whisper to the others, and they'd go and open the door. And then you said you were going to the palace.
Yep, to let the council know about what happened.
Okay. We're gonna use the nose as our marker. Yep. So as you arrive, there'd be repairs underway in the courtyard. You have also passed many repairs in the city. Um, you are
What is
led
that
into the council
thumping?
chamber.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. My fucking brother is an asshole and likes to kick the soccer ball around in the living room to piss my mother off, and I'm right below him.
Oh.
But now he's hitting the pans against the soccer ball. You're led into the council chamber. They are not there. None of the other counselors would be here currently. Actually, no, that is a lie. There would be one counselor here. Let me fixed.
Uh-huh. Oh, we're not directly going to inform. We're just going to go. I'm just going to go to Reginald to tell him to inform everyone about the results of everything.
Okay. I will say she would be like it takes her a couple seconds after you walk in the room to realize it was like other members, quote unquote,
Was
walking
her
in.
feet up on the
As a
table?
no, she was just standing around.
Oh, I see.
She was talking to some retainers that were in this gallery. But when she notices it was actual other members instead of just retainers or scribes, she would immediately begin walking over towards you.
Oh.
Like you'd be halfway over to Reginald. Let you choose what you do first.
If she's making her way over, I'll stop. It's up to the other two if they want to keep going to Reg.
Well, if it isn't just the people the group I was hoping to see.
Uh, I never updated her name. I still have her as Ren, as the special advisor to Lord Neverember.
I remember he fired her immediately when it was revealed.
Yep. Uh,
No severance, believe it or not.
Nightshade. Okay.
A little bird told me that you've recently come into possession of a keep by right of a fortress by right of conquest.
Conquest? No. The old owner suffered a uh, terrible, terrible fate. Uh, uh, some incident occurred, and um, we we offered to take the keep off of Lady Daggerford's hands.
She looks incredibly confused. Agatha, no, not that petty keep. Zonthal's fortress.
Sean, this is news to us.
I'm sorry. What? We own that now?
By right of conquest?
Who?
You're right. We own that.
Who's this little bird that told you?
Well, now, you know I can't just go revealing my sources.
No,
Not in our lines of work.
of course not. Oh, where is Santos?
That is the mage's keep fortress in the middle of the maze that you killed the cultist in.
Oh, that's right. Oh, I guess we.
Without going to all the floors, you managed to kill every cultist in that building, except
Oh,
for the two you sent into the maze.
oh. So we actually okay. We actually did clear it out.
Well, of cultists, you left like elementals and a Afridi,
Yeah.
but of the cultists, you cleared it out. Yes.
Oh. Okay, I was more like confused. I thought that was someplace else. My brain completely deleted that name from my memory. Um, oh, yeah, Rite of Conquest. Yep, that's right. It's been a long couple days.
Indeed, it has. Our organization would be very interested in buying that fortress from you.
Would they?
How much?
I mean, I was thinking. Well, I, before we start naming prices, what would the Zentarum want with such a place?
As I'm sure you know, the organization has undergone some restructuring of sorts in the last several years, trying to get rid of the bad taste from the old regime and make ourselves more of a mercenary group. A base of operations in that region would go a good way in establishing such a thing.
Well, how about we discuss it? I gesture to my companions, and we'll get back to you on that.
The offer is 50,000 gold pieces. Deliverable to you by the end of the day.
How long does the offer stand?
No answer.
Hmm. That's a good question. Uh, let's see here. How about, let's say that offer will stand as long as you hold the keep at the fortress. However, the things I can throw in addition, those will only last a 10-day.
10-day. All right, that should give us enough time to think it over.
Very well. Right. And she'll uh, go back to talking to figures in another gallery and leave you alone. Goes to this gallery this
Yeah, as soon as she's out of earshot, I'll just say to Kunk and Morgan, all right, I say we loot everything out of that tower and then we sell it.
Did Morgan inform his companions about what actually happened with the when he was in the room? Or do they just think he was healed?
About the turning back time thing.
Yeah, when the hourglass got flipped.
I don't know if he would have said. Uh,
Did Morgan
I'm
understand
not.
what happened?
Yeah, I mean that's a good question too. Um, I think to a degree he does, but
He got healed. He got some of his stuff back. I didn't
yeah,
think I had two of those.
yeah. Morgan would have. Yeah, he would have said something. He would have been like, "Yeah, that maybe we shouldn't just let that go."
I mean, we can had 2 charges, right? Use it again.
So there was two of them, and the first one cracked when after it was used.
Yeah, use the other one. Use the remaining one to double our gold.
I, it's not an awful idea. Yeah, why not? We could clear it out and then give it to him. I think there was some more cultist notes or something too.
Yeah. I mean, and on top of that, we can be like, as a bonus, you get to keep everything inside, and once they go inside, it's empty.
Then you get this little pop up in the top right of your vision. The
The
Zentara will
Zentara.
remember that.
I mean, we won't be lying to them.
No, but you think it just takes lying to upset an organization like that?
Like the Zents wouldn't do that to us.
Oh yeah, the mob would do that to you, Beck. That doesn't mean you should. It's a good idea to do that to the mob.
And I just told a bunch of red wizards my cousin was Zastan.
Oh my god! Like I'm just
Wait for
thinking
Zaz
about that now.
himself to come fight you.
Imagine if they believed it.
I think they did.
Zaz
Yeah, I rolled a
Tam.
31 on that, so
Well, there's another
Actually,
lich that Rebecca has after her now.
honestly, I'd rather Zaztam than a Serac. I feel like I could take Zaztam.
Yeah, but he take both. Yeah, he's lich. Yeah. Go up to Reginald and have him make a note of what exactly.
Just what happened in Fae. Um, that there was an incident involving the dream spell being casted on us, but it's possible that it was the renegades trying to dissuade this alliance.
Okay. Um, and then would you also include about the in accepting the deal, there will be a new ambassador on the council,
Yes.
or to the council, I should say.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, the council already said like go through with it.
Well, it was like a use your judgment thing. They gave you their blessing to go through with it, but you weren't ordered to go through with
Yeah,
it.
that's what I mean. Like they weren't like you could go, but don't make the deal. They didn't do
Right.
that.
Right. Okay. All right. He will get that made up for you, and uh, we are also expecting to have the reports of deaths and damages from the various additional attacks that happened a few days ago. Um, Here in the next 2 or 3 days, they're still being brought in from the various regions.
All right, thanks, Reginald. Um, Also, there's about a month left on my 20 gold per week for tab for 2 months. It's been a
Yeah,
month.
you have. Yeah, it's been a month.
Mm. All right. I'll just. There we go. All right, and Reginald, this isn't exactly work with the council, but actually, it's not. I say not exactly work with the council is misleading. It's not work with the council, but I did hire you to be my page. Could you get a letter to our crew, Philip, Gimbal, Zook, and Velbran, uh, with that tells them what I had in mind for their first mission once the ship is all good to go.
Okay. Do you all? Is it just that you have a mission, or are you gonna have details of the mission?
I told them that I had an idea for them, and there'll be details in this, but I'll send that to you later, Bean. But
Okay.
basically, I want them to because we got the maps for um, the Emerald Assassin's lairs.
yeah, the Emerald Assassin and for Rothatar.
Yeah, in Rothatar. We got the maps for their lairs, and since they're both dead, we'll just send them out to collect them.
Okay. Very good. And I'll say you probably also put in there the warning from the new warden of Waterdeep about a law being back on the books.
And also like well wishes and like hopefully you all made it through the thing in one piece, and let us know once the ship is almost ready to go so we can be there for the christening.
Very good.
Did you ask the hamster what his name was yet?
No, that's something I still haven't done.
Okay.
Morgan hasn't been back to the ship.
This is true.
I like to imagine it's because he's worried that the captain that gave him the stone face will call in the debt if he sees.
He hasn't been to the dock ward in months.
Yeah, a couple 10 day.
Yeah. I know I was exaggerating.
There hasn't been a Morgan here in years. All right. So today you are in Thay for 2 nights, which Morgan would know means today is the day that, barring there having been any side effects, the cure will be being distributed to um the other worm speakers and Stella.
Wait, repeat that?
Today might be the day that Stella gets her cure, if it worked. So we should probably check again.
Oh,
Yeah, as long as there weren't any they were giving it 2 days to make sure there weren't any side effects on the dwarven worm speaker. And it has been 2 days. So as long as there weren't any side effects, the cure should be being distributed
okay.
at some point today.
We could probably go check to see if there were any issues.
Yeah, all right.
All right. So what would you be doing? You'd be like going up to try to find the open lord, or what?
I mean, whoever the fuck could tell us, basically.
So it's been being run by the open lord and her people, and then like
I don't know. Does she have a
they
secretary?
had some members. Yeah, she'd have a secretary.
I guess we'll talk with them first, see if they know.
Okay. She'd have a secretary upstairs, and she'd also have like a team of pages in the council chamber.
I feel like the secretary would probably know first before the pages.
Yeah, because if the pages knew, your page would also have had the information to give you. Yeah, so you go upstairs and you find your way back to where you had the meeting with the open lord, and sitting there writing, filling out paperwork with a quill would be the secretary. It would be a halfling female. Sure.
I'll nudge Morgan to take the lead on this because it's his wife.
Okay. Yeah, he'll just kind of walk up and be like, uh, how are you? Wait, this would have been, is, is this information that we can just openly discuss with this lady, or?
But cure is not, the fact that there are worm speakers in the city is not public knowledge. The fact of there being the thing that needs cured, the fact that you went to Undermountain to get things for a potential cure is not public knowledge. You don't know Because, like, maybe the secretary's read in on the stuff? You know it's not public knowledge. You have no way of knowing if this person knows or not.
Okay, so Morgan will just be like, "Hey, there's a matter of some testing that I needed to speak to your boss about." Just trying to be vague.
The Open Lord is in meetings until oh no, it's noon. The Open Lord is down for her is laying down for her high sun nap currently. She should be back in the office after some meetings. Um, she should be back around 3.
Okay, okay.
Can I
Round
take
three.
down a name?
Morgan and just Morgan the Urban Bourbon. Just let her know it has to do with experiment.
With my wife would probably be better.
Yeah. He'll say his wife. He won't say experiments.
Okay. Make a persuasion check at advantage.
Okay.
Because I'll be honest with you, a lot of people probably come in here trying to get a meeting with the Open Lord.
I mean, she's probably seen us before. We've walked past her like.
Yeah, that's why there's advantage. That's why there's the advantage.
I'll be watching her to see if she believes or not. Because if she doesn't, I'll present the right of. Oh.
Oh. Oh. So she says that, and she goes to write. But Rebecca, she writes on a sheet of paper. Kunk and Morgan would both notice that she's just kind of like scribbling something.
I was actively watching. Should I make a perception check?
If you were actually watching, make a perception check.
21.
Yeah, you
I
notice.
kind of-
All right, I'll
I
go
kinda
present
wanna
the council right that we have.
What'd you say, Kunk?
I
Morgan?
kind of want to make a perception check too.
Oh no, you just saw it with your passive. You saw her
Okay.
just scribbling.
Oh, I missed that. Okay.
What's this?
Man, he's with me.
Wait, the Urban Bourbon from the Fields of Triumph.
Yep, that's me.
Okay. I'm afraid she really won't be free until 3, though. But I'll make sure she can see you then.
All right.
Secretary not brave enough to go wake up the Open Lord from high sun nap.
I mean, hell, if you
She needs to
can,
be asleep.
just get her to send a message to Morgan, like a real quick sending, on whether this thing with his wife is happening or not.
Very well. I'll see if she can if she has time to get someone to do that.
It just takes 6 seconds.
Get someone to cast it. That knows Morgan. Politicians don't cast 3rd level spells, Peck.
They only have spells 6 level or higher. They don't have slots for lower level spells.
Oh, let's look at. Find a sheet for Laryl. Let me find Laryl's sheet real quick. Best she can do is message. Okay. But yeah, so you would get the impression it'll still be after the high sun nap, but you'll probably get news sooner than 3.
All right. I'll also have Andromeda inform me if anyone comes by to administer anything.
Just like Andromeda stopping everyone that comes in that day, making sure it's the right thing being administered. Let's be honest, she's been doing that the whole time. For weeks.
Yeah, I imagine Andromeda and Stella have become good friends. Either that or Andromeda's just been awkwardly sitting there silent for most of the time.
I don't know. I feel like Stella wouldn't like having someone watching over her. Like not like she wouldn't like Andromeda, but the idea that someone's having to take care of her, she probably wouldn't like.
No, I don't think she would. It would just be a lot of awkward small talk.
Yes. Do. So in the interim, you make your way back to Troll Skull, unless you have other stuff to do.
I'll on our way up the high road, I'll do some minor healing here and there on anyone that still needs it.
They're no, by this point, because it's been another. This is day 4 afterwards. There's no more healing
Oh,
that needs to be done. Like there's some it's more into the repair phase.
yeah, I can't help with that.
But you make your way in, and it would be the place would be pretty busy today. You're back to fully open. Get those 2 guards out there. Um, I like to imagine Morgan's just like pacing around, going and doing busy work in the kitchen, trying to figure out trying to just pass the time for a couple hours.
uh, Kunk,
Yes.
would you be opening to selling the tower? I mean, you are a third of the owner because you did help us take the tower.
I have no use for a tower.
Okay.
How many fish you could mount in a tower?
It's probably too far from a body of water. Oh, it
That
is
is
in
a
a
good
swamp.
it's a good point that Bean makes, but I don't think Kunk would be one to mount fish unless they were a particularly rare or large fish.
That's fair. Um, okay. While you're here, a figure would come in. Familiar elven figure. Uh, Rebecca recognizes her from the council. Kunk recognizes her from the dragon fight. Oh, well, welcome back from Thay.
Thanks. It was an experience.
That it is. I have no desire to step foot back there again, if I can help it. Always is, Well, you know, hard to really put into words. I trust everything went well.
Yeah, it there was a odd incident. We were contacted in our dreams by some people appearing to be red wizards, though I believe it might have been the renegades trying to dissuade a alliance because they're scared.
I honestly wouldn't be surprised if either of the two sides did it. What kind of things were they wanting you to know?
um, what our name was, what our opinion of Zaztam was, what we know of the cult's plans. Um, was there another question, or was that it?
For you, it was those whether your family was
Oh,
alive.
when my family was alive.
Yeah, I think that was it for Rebecca. Rebecca got a lot less questions
Yeah, because
because they believed her.
yeah. But I did tell them that Zaztan was my cousin, so I don't know. And I also told them my name was Kiss My Ass, and they seem to believe. Believe that. So I don't know what that means.
Well, the first one of those is could be concerning if that word reaches back to the Lich Lord himself. But if it was the Renegades, I don't think you have much to worry about in that regard.
Yeah, I was more. I was more angry at whoever was doing it because, well, Kunk woke up screaming because he did not go. It did not go well for him, and Morgan seemed to have slipped through it somehow.
Morgan, built different.
So true.
His he had no thoughts, head empty.
I just thought you should know that there is a lot of discussion going around since news came back that the tower no, what would it be? Zonthal's tower is no longer seemingly no longer occupied.
Yeah, we heard that from Nightshade. Actually, first that's how we first we heard of it. Didn't realize we killed all of them.
Yes, I only just came by the news this morning, but apparently there's been no signs of activity there in the last several days. You should know that the Zentarum will not be the only ones that would have interest in such a place. There's already talk going between members of the council of what um not what should be done with it because that is your decision, but what they think should be done with it.
Mm.
What uses they think it could be put to.
Well, with the current option that we were presented with, we thought about completely stripping the tower bare of everything valuable and then selling it to the Zents for a decent amount of change. But if there's better options, more than happy to hear it.
Okay. Um,
Especially if the
I'd
Harpers
be
can use it.
well, yeah. I'd be remiss if I didn't say how useful it could be to our mutual friends. Though obviously they would not be able to offer quite as much money as you were probably offered from them. Um,
Imagine she said them with gritted teeth.
yeah. I mean, centuries old enemies, the two organizations.
And she's an elf too, right? Not a half elf. So she's
She is she's a high elf of one of the two flavors. It's
yeah. So she's
unclear
probably
whether
been in
she's
the
a sun elf or moon
Harpers.
elf.
She's probably been in the Harpers long enough to have experienced that bad blood.
Yeah. Um, both as a base and a place without many others, but also the knowledge and secrets that are likely hidden within would take quite a while to fully go through.
We did have the idea of duplicating all our gold by using the weird time machine room they got in there.
I won't tell you not to try that, but keep in mind that ununderstood, no, magics that aren't well understood often have unintended prices.
Yeah, it was a school of magic I've never recognized, so I don't know what it could have been. Something time
I
related, I
would
know that.
I would recommend more being learned of the magic before it is used for such a purpose. But again, I am not going to tell you how whether you should or shouldn't do that.
I mean, that wasn't the case if we were going to sell it to them, but for selling it to someone who could use it for good, then maybe you wouldn't have to.
Let me check this real quick. Yeah, so you get yeah, you're not going to get as big of an offer from basically anyone. Like the other big pockets are Waterdeep and Neverwinter, and that's a long way from their interests.
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking of counter offering like a sizable fraction of what they're charging the council.
Right? Um I'll say from what she said and just from general knowledge from the other meetings and your interactions with them, most of the factions, so like saying the Lord's Alliance instead of one of the individual city states, would most of them would have use for it. But it would be more of a not donation, but like a more of like a quid pro quo thing
You do
than
something for
actually
us, and we
selling
do
it.
something for you.
Yeah, like you give them that, they'll owe you a favor or they'll do something or whatever, as opposed to large sum of money, which the Zents can offer. Which goes doubly for the Harpers because they do not make a ton of money in their line of work.
I mean, I am a member of the Harpers, so I'm more inclined to offer it to them.
Yeah, and with me being a Zent, I'm more inclined to offer it to them.
You are not a Zent. You just have
I will
friends
also
in the Zen.
would anyone be surprised if his blood brother was a Zent? If Chickenpox was a Zent?
I mean,
Oh
Chickenpox
my
is the head
god.
of the Zentarum and the Harpers.
And the Lord's
Simultaneously, though.
Alliance and the Order of the Gauntlet.
Yeah. He's actually Mordenkainen and Elminster simultaneously.
And a Sararak, believe it or not.
Yeah. He's everyone.
What if he is also Tiamat?
I mean,
He is.
the only person that could potentially rival Chickenpox in power is Elrin.
But even Chickenpox can save you now. Yeah. I hear he's about to start selling a line of blankets, so
Oh God.
yeah. And then as far as Rebecca's general like diplomatic sense or knowledge, you'd probably gain some points with the faction if you donated it to them. Whereas selling it to the Zentarum would probably
Lose some
no
points.
no one likes the Zentarum
No, especially after the stunt they pulled.
except for Morgan, obviously. Morgan, big fan of the Zentarum. Yeah. And you gave the mask to the Harpers to look into.
Yep.
So she would also say, um, just think about it. It could be very useful. Also, progress is being made on looking into what you asked of us.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, However, it seems shielded to an extent from magical divinations as to the ritual. But it has led us to certain knowledges that are being researched. So, like, it basically, legend lore didn't tell them how the ritual itself works, but it told them enough for them to know where to look. So it's going to take a bit of time.
Yeah, that's fair.
Um, also because it only tells you about the item. But that was indeed the real blue mask.
That's good.
Right. Well, I will leave you to your business. She I have way too many characters on the GM layer of this map.
Should add some more.
Everyone shows up here. Put Oiron up in his meth lab. Okay. Morgan, around this time, while you are furiously cutting onions in the kitchen, uh, you would hear in your head, the cure does seem to have been a success. It is being distributed to the others within the city soon. if you wish to take it to Stella yourself, what would it be? She would get it a bit faster.
uh, he'll respond if he can.
You can
Uh,
respond to this message.
okay. He'll say, yeah, I'll take it to her. I gotta come get it from you, or who?
See that it is left in a sealed tube with your page. Scribe?
Yeah, he's our page, right?
Yeah. Well, he's my page.
Yeah, page. Yeah.
Oh, so sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm the one paying for him.
whatever.
Morgan yelling from the Morgan and Rebecca yelling across the bar and through the pantry.
Yeah.
Yeah. See that it is left in a sealed tube with your page.
Alrighty.
You can respond to this message.
I don't think he would say anything else. Well, he would just be like, all right, thank you. I'll be there shortly.
Okay.
Okay.
And then you get a
Loki said
third
I
message back. You don't have to do that, you know.
Loki said I had to, so I have to.
Okay.
He would not get a third message back saying that he doesn't have to do that. Which would just be further confirmation that he does.
So true.
Yeah. Is Morgan going to just like start heading that way immediately, or is he a professional and gonna finish cutting the onions for the kitchen?
Oh, they'll finish up in the kitchen.
Okay. You get the onion soup going in the pot above the fire and leave it with your chefs to finish.
And as he's going, I'll ask him where he's going.
Oh, Scribe Reginald. Yeah, they're gonna leave the cure with him.
Oh,
Yo, Tim, it's Anton Ranceltop.
Master Chef,
Master
Master
Chef.
Chief.
It's
Yeah,
Master Chef.
Master Chef, Master Chief. Just running around throwing eggs at people.
He thinks it's funny. But yeah, he's up. Yeah, I'm just gonna go get the cure from Reggie.
He doesn't like being
Don't
called
tell him I
Reggie.
said that. Yeah, don't tell him I said that. And come back here because you're gonna need your help to get to Daggerford.
All right. Yeah, I'll just start getting the circle ready. So when you get back, we can just go.
Okay.
Be in the common area upstairs.
Yeah.
I'll also say hi to Lord if I haven't already. And tell her what
Yeah.
happened in Thay and how bad it smelled.
Um, hmm. I'm really glad that that you all made it back safe.
Yeah, I think the renegades might not be happy about it. So probably is a good idea, as much as I dislike it.
Yeah, it's not where you'd usually want to find it's not where you'd usually want to make friends. Should use air quotes. Ye old air quotes.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say this fits the mantra of the enemy of my enemy is my friend. It's more the enemy of my enemy is a begrudging acquaintance.
Better the evil wizards you know than the ones you don't.
I heard a devil say that once. Or at least I heard a story of a devil saying that. It's better than a devil you don't know, the devil you do. Kind of ironic coming from a devil.
Morgan runs across town.
Probably just run up to the roofs and just start like hopping across the streets in a straight line to the palace.
He gets to the high road and it's too big of a gap to jump to the next roof. So he like jumps down, runs across the top of a dray, jumps off like 4 people's heads.
I mean, if he steps of the wind, it like doubles his jump distance, I think.
Yeah, that's still a 100-foot wide road. And he doesn't have the best strength score. Yeah, with Step of the Wind, I think he can do a long jump of 26 feet.
Oh boy. That's a jump.
Does that win the Olympics? No. You would not win the Olympics. You would break the women's world record of 24 foot 8 inches. But the men's world record is 29 foot 4 inches.
If he had Rebecca's strength, he could do 34 feet.
And then he'd win the Olympics. And probably get tested for steroid use. Yeah. You make it across the city in record time. Uh, you find Reggie. You definitely do not call him Reggie. But he does have like what looks like a scroll tube that is sealed on both ends. And he'd hand it over to you when you come running in the room.
He just, thank you.
Yeah, like passing the baton, and then Morgan is off again.
Yep, he just.
Uh, I'll say, like, as you're just running through the streets, there'd be at least 3 people that would just randomly call after you. Whoa, buddy, where's the dragon?
Too soon.
Well, Heron guns get another ability that lets you jump better.
I'll look it up.
Yeah, they have a rabbit hop thing, and satyrs have mirthful leap.
grungs get standing long jumps, so they don't have to run 10 feet first.
Yeah.
As a bonus action, you jump a number of feet equal to your proficiency bonus without provoking opportunity attacks. It's just it's not specifically for jumping. It's just to
Yeah,
get out of thing.
get out of free jail.
It's disengage with a single bound.
It's disengaged with extra steps. But yeah, Morgan, you make it back as Rebecca is arguing with Leaf, since Leaf is not happy about chalk drawings on the floor.
We've done this like several times before. It disappears every time.
You hear, what is it? One for yes, two for no. You hear two knocks, and then a broom floats into the room.
Really, it leaves some stuff behind? I did not know that. That's a bit concerning.
He sweeps it up every time.
Well, I apologize. Did not know it left stuff behind. You could have mentioned that.
Could he?
At least the could have like tried and get me to figure that out last time I tried to teleport out of here.
Broom gets set down next to the wall. Oh, yeah, you end up teleporting out to Daggerford. Yeah. Go ahead and just put it there.
Yeah,
Where
Morgan
I imagine,
rinse up all right now.
yeah, Morgan just immediately starts going up to the room, or is what's going on?
He'd probably just like nod to Sunbright and then right up.
I'll probably like point upwards and like mouth to him cure time and follow Morgan.
It's pizza time.
Yeah. Morgan, you run up there about the time Rebecca's gesturing to Sunbright. You get up there. Andromeda, you pass Andromeda. Hey, Morgan. She just zoomed by.
She doesn't even say nothing, just but if Andromeda was fast enough to catch it, he nodded. He did the nod.
Okay.
Just sped up.
Did
Yeah.
you nod up or down?
Oh, that's important. What is it? Up is if you know someone, down is if you don't, but it still has like similar meanings, right? So it
Yeah,
would
up is
probably
for
be
people you're familiar with.
yeah. He'd hit her with the up nod.
Okay. You get in there. You open up the one end of the tube. Looking inside, as you like dump the contents out into your hand, there is a vial of a shimmery liquid, and there's also a little stoppered jar that has some kind of cream in it.
Is there instructions that came with it?
Yeah, instructions
Uh,
required. Did not understand.
yeah, there would be. Basically, they have to the person being given the cure has to eat the contents of the jar or be fed the contents of the jar, and then also drink the potion. but
Okay.
crucially, the jar before the potion.
All right. So Morgan will have it out, and he'll just be like, "Hey, Stella, so I brought the cure. Apparently you want to eat this first, and then drink this.
Uh, okay.
Um, he'll like dig into his cook's utensils and pull out a spoon and hand it to her with the jar because like she seems like she's able to eat it, right? Because like I imagine in terms of feed it to them, it was only if like she couldn't or those guys that would resist it, obviously.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. She's able to eat it. Um, and I'll say she is still in winter mode.
By this point, we've probably arrived.
Yeah. You've arrived as he's like pulling out the spoon and explaining this, and she will begin eating the contents of the pot. And yeah, so, roll that die. Ew. As she's like halfway through eating the contents of the pot, she starts seizing up.
Fuck!
Oh,
Phew.
um,
Andromeda goes to get someone.
Do you not have it currently, Beck?
I can't remove curse. I could do lesser restoration. I don't think that works. I'll try it.
I
Oh,
don't have access to
I
anything.
do have greater restoration, but I don't have the diamond dust.
Right.
Or do I? Hold on. No, I do not have diamond dust. I mean, I could revive her if she dies.
The priest will run in.
I guess unless the restoration did nothing.
Um, actually, post restoration. Yeah, it wouldn't work.
Yep. Thought so.
Oh,
Yeah, the priest will run in, and she'll stop seizing up. Um, Dylan, give me can you do a D100 roll from the app?
I should be able to. Yeah, give me a second. Did I go through?
Nope.
No, I did not. Uh,
So I rolled
Bet.
a 15.
a 15.
Yeah, that's what
Okay.
it said.
Yeah.
That's lower than your monk
So,
level.
yep. Yeah, slower than your monk level. Yeah. So she does like drop the pot and the pot. Oh, there's a 15. When she starts seizing up, but Morgan grabs it before it starts spilling anything. Um, and then she'll much weaker go about eating the second half. Um, and she finishes off the rest of the pot, and then you hand over the chaser, the very glittery chaser, and she'll down that. And I'll say she immediately looks a bit stronger.
Ooh. Okay, okay. He'll just be like,
Like she. Go
"Oh,
ahead.
sorry." Good. I was just gonna ask if she was feeling any better.
Oh, I am.
Okay, that's good.
She
That's good.
looks better.
Yeah. So like she immediately she looks back to how she did before she had the last seizing episode. So she doesn't she lost that weakness. Um. So did I take it if you're giving me this, it must have worked on whoever you said they were giving it to first.
Yeah. Um.
Oh, Morgan would
A little
definitely
bit.
use his wife as a guinea pig. Oh, very much so.
Nuh-uh.
I know, I was being
Congratulations
sarcastic,
on your
Morgan.
second. Yeah, I mean she's at least the second person to be given the cure.
Yeah, he would say that. He'd be like, "Yeah, I mean, you're the second person, and they tested it on someone else first, and there were no side effects. Uh, so yeah,
I mean, it's a good thing it worked because
Good.
I'm pretty sure the dwarves would have been mad if he died.
Yeah, they would have. Imagine that's why you lose the Dwarven Kingdom support. The cure killed them.
yeah, that that probably would piss them off. Like, look, we're trying to keep him alive so he could serve out his sentence. What are you talking about? I didn't kill him. I delivered him just like you asked me to."
What um and like just as she's sitting there, you see more I would say color, but as a Winter Eladrin, very gray. But the gray darkens. The gray on the face darkens. Um and you know what? We'll say that after about 10 minutes she'll turn to Autumn.
Yo, let's go.
Man, Eladrin are weird.
Yeah, I think this would be Rebecca and Kunk's first time seeing an elf change like that.
I probably know about Eladrin, but not very well.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably true. So she changed from like more similar to this over into that art.
To the
Yo,
to the sex symbol that she truly is.
what the fuck?
I can't believe you would lust over somebody else's wife.
Yeah, what the hell is wrong with you?
What is wrong with you?
Why? Because I picked the art? I don't know. I couldn't find really good Eladrin art, and then I was scrolling on Twitter and I found that. And I was like, that makes sense. That fit like the character in my mind theater, my mind prison.
Your mind prison. You don't have a mind palace, you have a mind prison.
Yeah, it's a mind prison.
Hate to see it. Can't believe Rebecca for that comment has to go straight to joining the Wanderers around the Crystal Shell.
Doomed for all eternity.
To walk the inside of the solar system.
It ain't much, but it's a job.
One of the
It ain't
things
no
that might be worse than the Wall of the Faithless.
I mean, at least it has a purpose.
So does the Wall of the Faithless.
You're just a brick in the wall. It's not a purpose.
You
Just
don't have a purpose, but the wall has a purpose.
It's to make up the album cover art for Pink Floyd. That's the purpose.
It was put there because the god's power is based off having worshippers. So you have to have a disincentive for not worshiping. Yeah. Looks more like how you remember her looking.
Very good.
And uh, she'd stand up and give Morgan a big hug.
He hugs her back, and if anyone was looking close enough, they might see a tear roll down his cheek.
My passive perception is probably not close enough for that.
Unk sees it.
Oh no. Conk judges silently.
He just gives the stare.
The stare.
You know, the one.
Yeah.
It's the one from his character art. It's boring holes into your soul, but they only bore additional holes. The nose bores the first one. But yeah, sorry. So, but he'd be really happy. He'd hug her, and he's like, "Oh man, thank goddess that that you don't have to deal with this no more. This whole thing has just been, but it is good. It's good to have you back."
Good to be back. Maybe now I can start making up for what I did over the last few years.
Hey, your fault. That's 100% on them. Like, yeah, you were acting it out, but it wasn't you acting it out. It's be like having your undead corpse walking around causing terror and then being revived afterwards and feeling guilty about it.
I suppose, but I was there for all those things.
Well, look. I have a distinct feeling that what I'm about to say will not dissuade you in the slightest. But look, you only just got your strength back. Maybe let's not rush into things right away. You could come to Troll Skull, see the bar, maybe recover your strength a little bit more for, I don't know, the next 7 months until we deal with the end of the world, and then you could go out and make up for all the things that you feel guilty for that weren't your fault.
But she catched that you basically just told her to not to not participate in the final thing. Uh Insight is intelligence? No, wisdom?
Wisdom, yeah. I don't even need to insight that. I just know Morgan's just being overprotective.
Oh, she definitely knows.
Thank you.
Morgan, she gives you the look.
Oh no, not the look. He's okay. I'm sorry. Look, you can't. I just got you. But look, God damn it.
First we had the stare, now we have the look.
The conch stare, the Stella look. All right, all right. I apologize. We definitely need all the help that we can get. It's just the last thing I want is you getting hurt immediately after being able to not be in dire straits anymore. You know?
I mean, if anything, I think allowing your wife to get some needed revenge would be good.
Why are you encouraging her?
Of course, I'm encouraging her. She needs encouragement rather than, oh, babe, could you sit on the sidelines for like 7 months just because I'm scared?
God, I don't like this. I don't like this. Conch, do you have an opinion?
You better have
Morgan's
an
hardly
opinion,
ever
otherwise,
scared.
John Travolta will shoot you in the face.
Morgan's hardly ever scared. He's
I'd
a little
say
overprotective sometimes.
I'd say let her do what she wants.
He looks like a slightly hurt that Conch didn't attempt to assist him in the slightest, getting like tag teamed by Rebecca and Stella. But then he just goes, "Yeah, all right."
Conk, I expected better from you.
Yeah, Andromeda shrugs.
I know, officially she has to do what I say, even though I don't like ordering her to do things.
Morgan just kind of like sighs and he's, "All right, Stella, welcome to the Uniques. This is Conch. This is Rebecca. I know we did this already. We have to stop the world from ending."
I don't. I don't think I'll be going with you.
Oh,
She can help out in her
oh,
own way. That's
Yeah, I didn't. I don't mean that I'm going to go. Um, what would be the word? Uh, go after the cult directly right now, but going back to trying to get warnings and stuff, prevent things like I used to.
oh.
Maybe help out by finding information that way for what you are doing.
So you're
That
trying to
said, of
like,
course, I'm going when the actual battle happens.
okay. So I'm assuming what she means is for the time being, she's essentially like sort of trying to get the band back together for the Saviors.
Yeah, and trying to like go back to the Vision quest. You know, get some warning for if there's going to be big dragon attack or
Okay,
other disaster. If a castle's gonna fall out of the sky on top of your small town, you know, things like that.
right. Yeah, castle crashings are not the number one cause of death in the forgettable realms, but they're up there,
I mean, it's happened within the last year.
and it very well could happen again. And that's
Barovia
precisely why you
Falls.
need castle crashing insurance. Does not
Barovia.
castle crashing insurance does not cover the off chance that the demi-plane of Barovia crashes into the mortal coil. It's like a deluxe package. It's called the Ravenloft edition of the Castle Crashers insurance.
It also does not cover a mage polymorphing something into a whale directly over your house.
That you need whale insurance for.
Yeah. It's called the not again insurance.
Not again. Not again.
Oh, wait, no, that's when the petunias fall on your house. Never mind. Uh,
Yeah.
She will. I mean, like, she will be going back to. She'll go back to like troll school with you. Yeah, like
Okay.
she's not jumping right back into the deep end and going with you into whatever dangerous spot y'all are deciding to go next. Because
No,
I
so I'm
don't
gonna be
even know
honest
where
with
y'all are
you.
going next.
Yeah, I didn't assume that she was actually gonna like out of character join us like that. He was just saying that because I don't know, I guess he assumed like the worst. Which like it's not bad to have her adventuring with us, but like the amount of shit we get into, that's like way worse than if she did literally anything else. So
Just think about it. She has Porta. She can give you a die roll.
yeah, so that way when I fail and then go to reroll spending the key with drunkard's luck, then
Then you
I can
fail.
reroll again. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
you're
yeah.
actually higher level than Stella is now.
Oh, you know what he would do? He's going to. All right. So now that you're feeling better, I got a couple of things for you. And then he just like proceeds to open the bag of holding, pull out the chest of preserving, and remove from within it. Uh, let's see. Where is it? Where did I put it? There's so much stuff in here. Jesus. Um. No, God, no, not the bottle of 9 steps. Um. Yeah.
Give
So he
Stella the
pulls.
9 steps, Dylan.
No. No, he pulls out a bouquet of flowers, and hands them to her. Uh, and then he would close the chest of preserving, put that back in the bag, and then he would retrieve the dress and the apology necklace that he bought for her and give it to her.
You dress and the apology necklace. Very good. Uh,
Why were you keeping the dress and the apology necklace in the chest of preserving?
no, they were in the bag of
No,
holding.
Oh, the
the
bag
flowers
holding.
were in
Okay.
the chest of preserving. Why would I put?
I thought it was just Morgan
Well,
being
you
an
see,
idiot.
well, you see back. It's an edible dress.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, you see all those autumnal colored flat leaves? Those are they're candy.
If there are those edible flowers you can put in salads.
There are, yeah.
Yeah. You didn't have to get all this, Morgan. She like starts tearing up a bit.
Well, I don't know. I just sorry, I almost fell. He just I felt bad. I when I heard that you died, well, when I thought that you died, well, no, yeah, I did hear that you died. Which, by the way, like, I'm gonna have to. I forget the guy's name. To give him a piece of my mind. But he goes, when I heard, I kind of, lost myself and slipped into worse habits. And I should have just went and looked for you from the start. I shouldn't have taken all this time, and especially since they made you do things, and I feel equally responsible.
You couldn't have known. The other saviors I was with, out in the Serpent Hills, they didn't make it. Though it might have been better if I had ended up that fate over what happened, but hopefully we can put that behind us now. You couldn't have known that I didn't die with them.
Right, but it still doesn't excuse how I acted, and I was a fool.
You are a fool.
You are a fool. He was also a murderer.
Yeah, but you're also a slayer of dragons.
And that somehow makes up for it.
Technically, also murder because they're sentient creatures.
It's true.
No.
It's true. It's true.
Nuh-uh.
I mean, the only one that you could probably argue that it was a wild animal is a Ralthator, and that's pushing it.
Yeah, what about
Oh,
that,
no,
that young white dragon
Ralph
that
had some
wasn't
good.
smart yet?
He had some good tactics.
Yeah,
Battle
but I'm
tactics.
just saying, like, whites are the more animalistic of the chromatics.
Mhm.
Did I kill Bean?
It kind of sounded like it, didn't it?
No, I
Just
just
like,
need to write down this quote real quick.
Oh boy.
Uh,
Oh no. Oh no, I'm seeing him typing. At least include the end of the sentence of the chromatics.
you know what, Beck? I'll give you what I'll give you it out here, but we'll end it with the ellipses, so it's a proper quote. Aren't most of the quotes in D&D quotes out of context?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are.
Anyway.
No!
I forgot I was muted. Suffer. Just the whites are more animalistic. That's good. That's good.
Yeah. So you spend a bit of time with her again. Um, Seemingly without the previous ever-present threat of her dying. Um,
I can teleport us back again, if need be.
yeah, she'd want to like go thank Luke Sunbright before y'all leave,
That's fair enough.
but
Morgan should probably do it
that's
too.
off.
Sorry, what did I miss?
You have to go thank Mr. Lightbright for keeping your wife
Oh,
alive.
yeah, Mr. Sunspot, Mr. Sandman. Yeah, he'll go downstairs and go thank him.
Mr. Sandman.
Man, me is sand.
Do 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 do. Yeah. Me, Morgan, and Stella.
I'll just be off to the side because I'm our ticket home.
I suppose I should move a Kunk over too.
I'm giving them room, and you're like literally sticking your
whoops.
nose in their
Sorry.
business.
Well, what
I mean,
about
let's
this
be
guy?
real.
Because he's the
That's
one
who
they're
we're
talking
talking.
to.
Oh, I
He's like, yeah,
completely
who the
missed
fuck is
that.
this guy?
And to be fair, you don't know a lot of the people, so
Who is this person that is cloned like 5 times? That's what I want to know.
Those are. It's the priest stat block. They're
Yeah,
just clerics.
that's the priest.
There should be more pictures for them.
Dude, like there's no variety for like any tokens unless
There,
you make them yourself.
a lot of them. Some of them do have variety for the art packs for different modules, but I don't know if I. Yeah, like here's another priest I have. Um, yeah, here's a priest. Here's a Kraken priest.
There's a
The
crackhead priest.
Rockhead priest. I like how you and I thought the same thing.
Look at all these priests there to talk to them.
Ah, thank you, fathers and mothers most revered.
There's a priest from.
look at that fucking
Oh,
guy. He's like Mind Flayer adjacent.
Yeah, that's the
He's the
crackhead.
He's the Kraken.
Oh,
that's the father from the church in Barovia.
I don't
Hell,
know. I
there's
just searched
Batman.
priest, and I'm taking all the ones that say priest next to him. There you go.
Who's
All
that
right,
Any
supposed to be
priest
a
of
priest
Lathander.
of?
of fire, eternal.
It's
the priest of Prometheus.
it's something from Princes of the Apocalypse is all I know.
Okay.
I think this is the best priest.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Yeah, whatever the fuck that thing. But yeah, Morgan will come down to blinding lights here, and he'll just, um, Father, thank you for everything that you've done. Um, but as you can see, Stella's all good and well again. And so we'll be departing back to Waterdeep. Um, words cannot express my gratitude.
That's wonderful news. I thought that you might have that might have been the cure they were working on that you were so hastily running upstairs with.
Yeah, yeah, just got it. Tried it out on an individual before this, and it's all good to go now.
I'll be very glad that she is that you are better and no longer have to worry about such what be going through such an ordeal anymore. Thank you for everything you and the church have done. I'll find a way to repay you in time. Yeah. I'll say y'all go do a teleport.
I need to buy more components after this one.
Teleport Mario.
Morgan, Morgan will have to make a big donation after we sell the tower.
Man, I love it when I make references that nobody gets but me, and yet somebody still laughs.
Just because it was absurd. I don't know what you're referencing, but you just fucking came out of left field with it.
I'm just glad that we have proof of Beck approving of the quote.
Yeah?
That's clearly doctored.
No, it's not.
I'm really confused on why you put so many spaces at the beginning, Beck.
Yeah.
Anyways, on my way back to fucking Troll Skull, I'm gonna go get some more teleport components.
Okay. Here in Waterdeep, you can get. You're not nearly as limited. How much do you want to buy?
8.
8 castings.
Yeah. So that
Yeah,
would
that's
be
that's
8
fine.
times 50.
It's 400 gold.
Let's go. Alright, there we go.
All right, but yeah. Um.
Also double check if the Field of Triumph's last one of the year is still happening.
Give me the calendar of Harptos. Yes, it would be in 3 days' time.
Let's go. What's the format? Is it 2-on-2? Is it 3-on-3?
This one instead of straight battle is more mixed discipline.
Hmm.
So there'll be like a fighting segment, and then there'll be an archery segment, and then there'll be a like stuff like that.
Oh, so we all can enter. That's good. Because Kunk will be the
So yeah, you
archer.
like yeah, so like you enter a team, and then you can choose like who on the team competes in which things. It would say that the event that takes the most people would be a would be twos, would be a double. But yes. Uh are y'all just staying in town until then?
Uh,
I suppose so.
We can do some time skip stuff if you don't have other things. The only other thing y'all have talked about is going and checking out your keep and going and potentially going and talking to the Arcane Brotherhood.
Yeah, I don't think we have time to go to Luskin yet. We'll probably go after the arena.
Right.
Uh, and then our keep in Daggerford. Probably
Yeah, just
gonna.
outside of Daggerburn.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Probably look into getting that staffed. what seems to be our not annual, but weekly profits on Troll Skull? Because that was that was what we're gonna fund it with.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Cool.
Give
That's
me a
the
second
entire
to.
reason why we bought a bar in Moorhen.
They bought a bar to fund. Uh,
Only keep.
yeah. So I'll say, like, when you're spending time here, you and because of actually having owners and adventurers around, which Oirin helps a bit with that, though he is very busy with research. You make more profits because Morgan the Urban Bourbon draws a crowd. The fact that the person that keeps claiming to have saved the world from the death curse is here draws a crowd. The man with the largest nose in the Sword Coast draws a crowd.
I mean, not yet, because the word hasn't gotten
Not,
around yet,
not yet,
but
but
soon.
your kids are gonna love it.
Yeah, once word
Um,
gets around, we'll have like 8 times the crowd size.
right. So, like, so far, you really haven't had that effect into it. So I'm trying to find where is. Okay. Doing the math on the additions y'all added. Um, one of you go ahead and give me a D100 roll.
Can we take Kungs?
Well, it's been open for how many weeks now? It opened, grand opening there. We're taking both of them
Oh,
because you're in the second 10 day right now. Sorry, I haven't actually had to use the payout thing in this homebrew yet.
it was a
And
matter
this
of
is
time.
like
The grand
th-
opening. Wait. Oh, sorry, go ahead, Dylan.
I was gonna say this calculation, is this how much we made before expenses, or is this how much that we made after expenses?
Is this gross
This
profit or just
is
straight profit?
Yeah, this is net profit. So this is after paying the staff and your guild contracts and all that kind of stuff.
Okay, good. Yeah, because I was gonna say, whether it had been stated or not, Morgan would have very much been for making sure that we fucking took care of all of those things.
Oh yeah, that's why I have Lorit doing it, so we don't have to worry about it.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Laura is getting paid to do that.
Right, she's our money manager. Got it. She's our Bernie Madoff, except she's not gonna screw us over, or I'll kill her.
Oh, she definitely wouldn't screw me over. She would fake screw me over as like a joke, but quickly revealed that it was a joke. And then we're gonna have to hire a steward for um, Crom's hold.
Yeah.
Okay. So the first week, it was rough. You just opened, you had extra expenses. Um, name wasn't as out there yet. You made a profit of 50 gold.
I mean that's money.
Yeah. The second one, a lot more people excited this week that you're currently in. Math. This week you have made so far 100 gold in profit, and the week is not yet over.
So if business keeps picking up at this rate, because the longer we're open, the more word gets out, the more popular we become. Provided there isn't a
Yeah,
recession.
I mean, you gotta keep in mind, gold is valuable.
Yeah.
Like, people aren't making. You're not
A
making. Like, the
copper
average
is
person's
closer
not
to
making.
$1.
Yeah. So it's not like a business you own, unless it's something as big as, like, the yawning portal, possibly. You're not gonna be raking in thousands of gold a week or anything like that.
At least anytime soon.
Right. You start franchising.
Buy out the happy cow.
Neverwinter gets a troll skull. Daggerford gets a troll skull.
Zonthal's Tower gets a troll skull.
Baldur's Gate and Luskin get a troll skull.
El Terrell. And then when it goes to Avernus, Avernus has a troll skull.
Avernus gets a
Here's-
troll skull, baby.
Here's the question: does they get a troll skull?
No.
Not for them.
What about
They're
Darlin?
stinky.
Darylin, yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would be able to step a foot inside of it, but yes.
Each of the 10 towns,
Yeah.
gets a troll skull.
Each of the 10 towns.
But each
It's
one
ridiculous.
is a different kind of skull, more representative of the area. So, like, Neverwinter would be a primordial skull.
Too soon. Yeah, but the thing is, you have a troll skull at Troll Skull. That means you have to go kill a primordial
Oh, that's true.
to get the skull.
I mean, we could probably go get
Mm,
dragon skulls because we'll have a lot after the fucking war.
First of all, 10 towns having multiple is nuts. We only need like one in Bryn Shander, and that's it. But
Well, there's
if
actually one in
we-
Lonelywood too, for some reason.
No, you know,
But
like
all we have to
in a
do
mall,
for
the smaller kiosks, we could have those in the other towns.
so not an entire tavern,
No,
just
just a
like a
little kiosk.
little
Yeah.
kiosk. Hate it.
No, Neverwinter actually gets a red wizard skull.
Yeah.
That works. Yep. Specifically, Sophia's skull.
And then 10 towns gets a knucklehead trout skull, which is going to be tiny. So we'd have to like fish a halfway decent sized one and cover it in scrimshaw. And then I feel like Luskins should just be like a Ralthator's head. We'll go back. We'll be like, let's get the dragon skull, please. Thank you.
Yeah. And then we can also open up a thing on Evermet because me and Morgan are allowed on it. And it can be, I don't know, Lolth skull.
Wolf skull. What in the Wolf skull manor?
I think Coralon would smite you.
Does he like Loth? In the, like,
No. I mean, it's his wife. It's his ex-wife.
his ex-wife. Well, wouldn't he want that?
You don't
then?
name something.
Wouldn't he be cool
You're
with
naming it after his ex-wife.
Yeah, it implies she's dead.
I think it also brings her wrath down on the island, though. I don't know.
It's in the sunlight. It's fine. What you gonna do? Make it a little bit darker? Send a hopeless amount of spiders? We'll be fine.
Coralon actually turns it back to where Drow completely lose their magic if they ever touch the sun. Going back to second edition rules.
Evil.
Yeah. So as y'all are discussing your future business and like what you're planning on doing in the coming days, and convincing Kunk to sign up for a gladiatorial tournament.
And you don't have to fight the gladiator. You just do the archery. Because me and Morgan got the gladiatorial thing. Because
Oh no.
we're Alcoholics Anonymous.
Flamboyant man walks
Oh,
With the
shit.
backwards sword.
with the man with the backwards sword. It's true. The man whose sword makes Dylan mad.
It really does. It aggravates me.
Would you like
Aggravates
a
me.
sword? He slopped down at the bar, right next to Rebecca, where y'all are having this conversation.
I turn and look at him.
He's ordering from. Why is the bartender over there? He orders an entire tankard of the the fireball.
Do we still
Oh,
have
very
that? I thought
good.
we ran out.
No, you didn't run out. You used up a lot of it. He buys the last tankard of it. You were selling shots of it. We did the math, and you had like thousands of shots in a barrel.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly how many, but a shot's an ounce and a half. He just starts drinking it right there at the bar, not even going for the game.
Amazing.
But that's against the rules. You have to drink it outside if you're.
Do you say something as he goes to start drinking it?
You're gonna breathe fire. You sure you want to do that in here?
Don't worry about it.
I mean, I'm a little worried about it, seeing as how I'm 1/4 of the owner. Well, no, actually, I'm slightly more because Orin and Zarin didn't pay as much as me and Morgan. We got to figure out that fraction at some point.
How about this? If I breathe fire, like you say, I'll give you 200 gold.
But
There's no but.
oh, I thought he was gonna make a wager.
No. No.
Okay, yeah, sure. All right, that calms me down. I have precipitation on standby though.
Okay. You're holding prestidigitation.
Morgan just says to Kunk, 10 gold, he doesn't breathe fire.
Mm. 10 gold he does.
So you don't know. Kunk doesn't know anything about this this alcohol.
Alright, Morgan shakes on it.
You know, it smells very cinnamony, Kunk. Yeah, he takes the tankard, takes a small sip, doesn't breathe fire, and then
Man.
slams the whole thing. And Kunk, you're watching Rebecca very focused and holding a spell in her hand.
Okay.
The man does not breathe fire. He gives a little burp, and you're really worried, Rebecca. But there's no fire there.
Damn,
Well, there goes 10 gold.
that's impressive.
Yeah, put up.
I removed 10 gold from my sheet, Dylan.
Very good. I will add 10 gold to mine.
Every other person who's drank that has breathed fire.
Yeah, but I didn't want to go outside.
How did you not?
He'll just smile. Can't go revealing all my secrets, can I?
Didn't I see you having a time with Elminster and the yawning portal the other day? Not that you would have seen me seeing you, but
That doesn't sound right. But you've probably seen me around town. Mert.
Mert.
The name's Mert. Master Lord.
Isn't isn't the whole point of being a masked lord that no one knows you're a masked lord?
So you would know that like half the people in Waterdeep claim to be masked lords. Especially the nobility, because they try to get people to want to give them favors.
Ah, I see. Okay. So
But you're not sure. You can insight check this man.
yeah, I'll
There's no law, there's no rule against the masked lords revealing who they are.
yeah, I'll roll 12. I'll roll a
Yeah,
d6 on that.
I'm gonna insight this guy too if I can.
Okay.
I want to insight as well.
Okay.
Yo.
Where's the button? There's the button. Damn.
You're like,
I'm a high
wow, he's a
roller
masked
tonight.
lord.
Rebecca, you would also see on his, is it on his hat? I forget. Me. No. You'd also see him like push what the like belt that's going across from his shoulder down to the side for a second, and you'd see a silver pin with a harp.
Hmm.
Rebecca and Kunk, this guy's just trying to get something by claiming to be a masked lord. A masked lord. Morgan, this guy is telling the truth.
Morgan will go sit down next to him and just be like, I don't think I've ever met a mass lord before. So what brings you to our establishment today?
Uh, Me and Darnan got into a bit of a tiff. Decided to come somewhere else for the day to drink. And you probably have and just didn't know it.
I mean, that's the entire point, Morgan.
Well, I mean, officially, but yeah, I guess so.
He burps again, and there's like a small 1-inch flame that comes out.
Well, there you go. You breathe fire.
Looks like I'm gonna need that 10 gold back.
God damn it. Morgan will give the 10 gold back to Kunk.
He both did and didn't, so we don't get anything. Well, don't
Yeah.
get anything.
And Rebecca, I'd say from your time, what could it be? From just like your time in, not necessarily just because it's shady circles, but it helps that you were in shady circles for this. You've heard of someone called Mert that's called Mert the Moneylender. Which is that has a habit of giving out loans to people that need them.
I see. You you wouldn't by chance be the Mert, the moneylender, right?
Would you have shown your badge when he did his?
Yeah, I would have like
Okay.
adjusted my my collar to flash it, or wherever the
Okay.
fuck I wear it.
Morgan subtly adjusts and flashes his Zentarum logo.
And then Morgan gets stabbed by the backward sword.
No!
Ah, on occasion, I've been referred to as that name.
Hmm.
Wanted to meet the backward sword, backward sword. Why is he so big?
I'm angry.
Wanted
I'm
to
angry.
wanted to meet he- the heroes who helped spell that dragon.
Probably
Wish
heard
I
about
could
us
have been up
from.
in the north part of the city to take part in that.
Well, shame you weren't there, because you would have been able to meet the real Elminster, provided that you didn't actually have lunch with him the other day.
Told you that couldn't have been me.
Oh, I believe you.
He's
Indeed.
gonna insight check you.
Yeah. Oh,
Do you
12.
really
That's pretty
believe
good.
me? Sorry, you've got a plus
Okay.
20 for the roll.
He believes that you believe him.
I mean, to be
When
fair,
your
it was a
sarcasm's too
little
good,
bit
they
of a.
believe it.
What did you say, Dylan?
And I was gonna say, to be fair, it was a collaborative effort. I mean, I won't deny that we put in work, but ultimately, I feel like those people with the black staff and you know Elminster himself really, brought him down in the end.
I've heard that old Stinkbeard was back.
Stinkbeard? Is that like
See?
I only made it back to the city the last year or two as well. But I didn't really believe that he had made it back.
he said he had just come from some place called Hawaii. Was it like an island somewhere that's not here? So probably another crystal sphere.
Hmm. Good food and good parties, from what I've been told. So tell me, what's next for the uniques?
Well, I look at Morgan. I glance at Kunk because he's technically not officially with us, but he's with us.
I mean, you kind of have to make him official because you've been taking him to the
Oh, that's
council
true. Yeah, he
chambers
is officially
with
with
you.
us now. Yep. Legally, we have to make him official. I guess he is.
Legally,
He
I have to
does
say
fit the
no.
definition of being unique too, with his fucking mile-long nose.
Is absolutely honking schnauzer.
Schnoz.
Um, well, I think in the more upcoming time, Alcoholics Anonymous was going to make a reappearance at the Field of Triumph. Uh, Besides that, though, I don't think we've made any immediate decisions as to what our next endeavor would be as the Uniques.
Probably making our way up to Luskin to talk to the Arcane Brotherhood.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. Wasn't sure though. There's also some other things I got to take care of before that.
Wink, wink.
Yeah. some errands around town.
Well, just trying to still trying to get reacquainted with the city since I got back. So wanted to check out your tavern, meet you folk. If you ever need anything, don't hesitate to find me.
I have the feeling that if we ever need anything, you might be the one to find us.
What would give you that idea?
I don't know, just certain titles that you may or may not have gone by in the past.
It's did your passive insight went up too because it's proficiency that went up.
Yeah, I'm a
Uh,
17 now.
what's Morgan? Morgan has a dumb passive insight.
Uh,
It's 10 plus your insight, so he has 21.
Yeah.
yeah.
So Kung's at 12. Okay, let me roll, because this might matter. Morgan. When Rebecca says the previous names you might have gone by, you do see just like the briefest flash of wariness in his eyes.
Oh, he's just tired.
Morgan,
Not weary, wary.
Morgan would just be like, Rebecca, why are you being so rude to our esteemed guest, one of the hidden lords of Waterdeep?
I was being rude. I was just being coy, being subtle, and like I thought it was.
Look, you can't go telling people that he's a hidden lord, because then they're gonna want favors from him and stuff.
That's not what.
No, I go around telling everyone that.
Oh, never mind, I guess.
No one believes me though.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It depends.
Probably column A and column B. Column A, not getting assassinated. Column B, don't get free shit. At least it's not the other way around. You're not a hidden lord, and people believe you that you are. Then you get assassinated for no reason.
That'd be a bad way to go.
Yep.
Yeah. Just a word of caution since you're dealing with dangerous forces, shall we say. If you end up missing for a century, be prepared for someone else to be living in your house. Don't get up and walk out.
What the fuck?
Well, that's something we can
Who's
ask Volo about.
Does that mean we're living in his house? I'm so confused.
Who's living in a different person's house?
Leaf, did that guy used to live here?
There's 2 knocks on the bar.
No, okay.
All right, we're in the clear.
I think we'll end it there and pick it up next time with the time skip and do the arena stuff.
Yay!
Yo, let's go.